We are live and direct from the Mr. OG podcast. Right now, we got comedian Mack Rome in the house.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I am here with the most dangerous man in the world podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, what's up? What it do? It's about to go down tonight.
All right. Shout out to everybody who gone watch. Shout out to everybody watching. Let's get directly to it.
Who you want to start with?
Let's
Who you
go
want to
ahead and
start with?
go. Let's go
Let-
ahead and go with some liquid politics.
All right, let's go in on Nicki Minaj ass. Yeah, that's where we wanted to start. Um,
I love it.
Man, oh girl made a mistake though, didn't she? Check this shit out, man. Okay, not only did she come out on Turning Point USA, and for those our viewers who don't know what's up with that, that is Charlie Kirk's old outfit, Turning Point USA. And boy, I swear to God, Nicki Minaj went up to Turning Point and pointed her whole ass out. She let niggas know I ain't on your team.
Man,
And so far, at least 10,000 of her fans have deleted her Instagram. And I heard that she even deleted her Instagram because so many people were leaving her Instagram. So let's get into it, man. Let's talk about black people selling out.
what I want to say about that is to add on more. I saw on the internet they had sent her ass back to Trinidad post up.
Yo, they got like 70,000 people to sign a petition to deport her ass.
I'm looking up like damn.
Yo, yeah. How is she talking shit about Trump and she's an immigrant? And her husband
Bro,
is a sexual deviant.
that's the angle I think she trying to go. Try to get this nigga a pardon or something. Other than that,
I think
is
this
the
shit
dude locked up right now?
huh?
Is the boyfriend locked up right now?
No, but she tried to come at California Governor uh Gavin Newsom, and his people sent out a message. They was like, "Yo, in California, we have a website that lets you know all the sexual predators in your neighborhood." He sent that to her.
Like your nigga is on the watch list, motherfucker.
Ah, I mean, when
Hey, to me,
you got white people clowning you like that, bro.
bro, to me, and when we was talking about this earlier, to me it looked like they lining her up to be the new Candace Owens. This Candace and flipped on everything.
Hey,
Everything Israel and French. She going in.
let's talk about Candace Owens then.
Let's get
Yeah,
it.
let's get into her because like everybody thought she was a sellout, and I still think she's a sellout. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't agree with a lot of the shit that she says, but a broken clock is correct twice a day. And Candace
Exactly.
Owens' ass has been correct a couple of times today.
Yo, when it comes when it comes to this French and this Israel shit, I think she right on point.
Yo, man.
Now all of that other, she did a lot of shit with the dead man, Mr. Kirk, and she made herself look very, very ridiculous for a long time. So right now, I'm thinking she's trying to roll back over to this side just a little bit, but she's straddling the line like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? She's straddling the line like a motherfucker. She hitting like y'all you said, she hitting some shit. She correct at least twice a day. And with this French president and with all the Israeli shit, the hitmen and the Egyptian flights, and she been breaking down a lot of shit, homie. Like she on to something.
I think she is too. Hey, what do you think about my man Charlie Kirk's wife though? How she been acting since he passed away? And what do you think about that?
Bro, I don't like it. Oh, it's like she knew. You know what I'm saying? You not up in arms about, like, to me, she should be on Candace's side trying to, get down to the bottom of it. Because as far as right now, the shit that they saying, oh, this dude, it was some gay dudes who gay homophobic shit on the bullets and all of this shit that transgender shit that they trying to put out. The motherfucker that they said did the shooting, all of this shit don't make up on me.
No, he couldn't have
It's
did
just,
the shooting. He couldn't. He could not have done that. And yo, man, yo, and I'm not trying to be Alex Jones. I'm not trying to start no conspiracy theory podcast or any shit like that. But there's no way. Look, they got multiple photos of this dude. He didn't have the gun when he jumped off the building, and all kind of crazy shit, man. I mean, like, I'm not gonna go too deep into the woods, but who the fuck believes that story?
it ain't adding up, bro. It ain't
No, it
adding
ain't
up.
nothing.
And how they did the boy on live TV, we ain't seen that in a while. You know what I'm saying? They assassinated that boy on live TV in front of cameras, boy.
Hey, but
a,
his
a
wife
wholesome
is out
white
there.
boy. A
His wife
wholesome
is out
white
there
boy.
on Front Street. What the fuck? I mean, like she act like this nigga didn't even get killed. She act like
she she
he
done
wasn't
took
that
over the
close to her.
reins, and she acting like, yeah, I'm getting paid now. I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
Okay, no. Let's go there because I don't get to talk to a lot of people who are as intelligent as you. But let's go there. Let's go there. This bitch did jump on the scene like, nigga, I was just waiting for you to die, and now it's me. I'm the
Exactly.
one.
And they propelling all of these.
I'm TPU now.
They propelling all of these different preachers and different motherfuckers into place, and I'm like, yeah, this shit seems like they must have came and hollered at her. You want to be like your husband, or you want to go home?
Hey, well, like they had Turning Point USA is like they turn out the most white kids to vote, and that's their claim to fame, or excuse me, claim to fame. That's what
Yep.
Charlie Kirk used to do. And let me tell you something a little bit about Charlie Kirk. This nigga used to go to college campuses and debate the children, the undergrads. And this nigga used to lose half the time. He would lose the debates, my nigga. You know what I'm
Yeah. And then he'd show you the ones that he felt like he was winning, and
saying?
and Candace was with him on some of them debates.
I mean, man, pull up. Bro, I'll tear Charlie Kirk's ass in half. And you would too. So he
10
was
minutes.
debating children. He was debating children. And everybody thinks like he was this great guy. Oh, Charlie Kirk is like motherfucking John Wayne, who is also a racist motherfucker too.
Hmm.
But man, look at how they treat these people after they die, bro. Like they're making this motherfucker into a saint. He was
Didn't
a racist.
they, didn't they get his dude a holiday and everything?
No. Oh, whoa. They give him a holiday, but they take away holidays for black people, like
Hmm.
MLK, like um the one who used to rescue the slaves, and they recently took her. God damn, come on, Ed, help me out.
Talking about the Underground Railroad?
Yes, and I'm talking about the woman. Ah,
That's fucked up.
okay, I'm messing up right now because I can't remember her
We
name,
gonna
and
have to
that
edit
is
this shit out.
Harriet Tubman.
Harriet Tubman.
Harriet Tubman. They have erased Harriet Tubman's history from the United States military record books. Not only did they erased her history, but they also erased the Tuskegee Airmen. They erased the Buffalo Soldiers. And so, I yeah.
And you see how long it took. But it took King about 50 years to get a holiday after
And they
his
took them.
assassination. Took this nigga what, 15 days?
Now, listen, I know that you are like me. You have a lot of friends who are white.
Mhm.
You have a lot of friends. Basically, you have a multicultural amount of friends. You know people
Every
from
race.
every single race. So this is what I'm saying, man. Why do they feel the need to erase Black people's history?
You want to dive into that?
We can, yeah. Let's go. No, yeah, hell yeah. As a matter of
But
fact, I do want to dive into it with you because
yeah,
you
yeah,
have history in your head, and I
yeah,
have
yeah. So,
history in my head. So
so,
let's go. Let's give these
so
people what
we can
they
stay
really want.
on planet or off planet with this
Uh,
conversation, but we'll stay on planet for now. The reasons go back to the simple fact, excuse me, that a certain people's genetics didn't even show up till 7,000 years ago. Now,
all right, dog. Get him, killer. All right, hold on.
we can dig
You done
into that
killed him
shit.
right there.
We can dig into that shit and just ask the question right now. Where in the fuck did you come from? Anyway, I think that is the reason that we are unlike when people uh push propaganda against who we are and what we was. Because when they dig in the ground and find motherfuckers from millions of years ago, it's us.
Yeah. So okay, we're gonna. I think this is a good jump off place. So we're gonna jump off in history right now, and this is for the listeners who might not know what me and Ed already know. We both know history now, and what he is specifically talking about is we have no record of the white man or the white European uh, predating Egypt. We have their records. We have their records from Egypt. We know that the scholars that came from Greek, I'm talking about Homer, Aristotle, all these people, they learned in Egypt. They learned from African people. And so I just want to give your listeners I don't because me and you Ed, we know history and everything, but everybody doesn't. And so when we be talking, man, I don't want this shit to go over nobody's head. We are talking about some people who have just recently shown up in the world's history books
On our
as a people,
planet.
and not only that. Now listen, they were always Europeans. The Europeans were always known and welcome, but the specific term, white people, that's an American invention.
Oh yeah.
That's not
Oh
some
yeah.
shit that Europeans even invented. Check it out. The Greeks, and if you look very hard in your history book, they will talk about black people as the Etruscans and shit, names that you can't fucking figure out. But these are niggas.
Mhm.
They're talking about niggas. Anytime you read a funny name in the history book and you can't figure out what it is, most likely they talking about niggas.
Some niggas that they done dug up and don't want you to tell or
And
don't want
so,
you to know that these was niggas. So they
so
say they equestrians.
yeah, yeah.
They wasn't African. They're equestrians.
So the very first place that we see what we call white Greeks is in Etruscans. These are black people. Black people colonized Greek. They taught these people all the shit that they know, what we think of as classic Greek society, all that shit. Those are black people teaching these people how to do this. Let me tell you exactly what the white man was at that time. He was a barbarian. He was not
Still is.
studied. They did not have education. They did not have universities. That's why the Greeks sent Plato, Homer, Aristotle to Africa to
All
learn
they
from the
best minds
Egyptians.
to learn directly from the Egyptians.
And so now, yeah, okay. Let's bring it back up to
And we'll say
where we
this
are.
too. These same men were not racist against those people they was learning from. They came back and wrote incredible things about the beautiful blackness and intelligent people that they learned from.
Yes,
It's
indeed.
in their writings.
And no, they were cool. Like, I think we're dealing with something that is recent. It's only as recent as America, and that's whiteness. What do you call a white guy? Well, before they used to call them English, or you came from France, or you came from some certain place in Europe. But then what happened was, and we'll get into this too, man. What happened was they came over here, they colonized. There were different people who colonized this country from England. There was pilgrims and there was Puritans. There were different sects of white people who came here and colonized this country. But what happened was in 1619, the Spanish was running before the English, before the English was running the globe. The Spanish was doing it. They were the major
Spaniards.
slave traders. They were the people. They actually had a little spot near Benin in Africa where they used to just take niggas and just they would sell them. This was before America. Okay, so we're talking
Mm-hmm.
about before America. And we're talking about the Spanish people, their empire was running the game because they was stealing motherfuckers from South America, sending them back to slavery. And also they had an outpost in Africa where they was selling niggas into
Mm-hmm.
slavery. Okay. So first we we got to just set some things out so that everybody knows what we're going to be talking about in ahead of time, because if you don't know this history, you're not going to understand what the hell me and Ed are about to talk about
Yeah.
at all.
You know, I might get quite disrespectful and start bringing up the Moors coming across uh, the pale, hairy beast. You can look it up. It's called the Beast Wars of London, I believe.
Well, how do you feel about the I think you got up on me, you got on my head on Facebook. You was talking about the pretendians.
The Pretendians. Oh my God, these guys, bro.
Let's talk about the
These
pretendians for a
guys,
minute.
bro. Now to make this quite clear, the person who you speaking to, you already know this. But I got some of that Pretendian blood in me. Mom's Cherokee. Pops is Taino. So you understand the mixture.
Yes.
Even though I got those mixtures in me, I'm African. Because these pretendians, they speak when these pretendians speak, bro, they start in like the 1600s. Shit like that, 1500s. We was here, 15. They not even going into pre colonialism or prehistory where it wasn't nobody on this planet but us. Because, like we just said, certain people's genetics didn't come till 7,000 years.
You giving them seven, I give them three,
So,
my nigga. Go ahead.
so with the pretendian thing, I agree they was there long time before the 1600s. This is where we fuck up at. They have no ties. The African people, they was born and bred right here on this land. And then when I asked him, well, how was that when this motherfucking shit was under the Ice Age? Well, the Ice Age didn't exist now. So I'm like, hold on. So now y'all want to make up some shit to be from here, bro? When we all know Africa came here and spread throughout this motherfucker a
Oh,
long, long time ago.
hold on, I gotta close the door. Somebody just came in. I'm taping live. Hold on, I gotta close the door.
Copy that.
All right, go ahead, go ahead. I'm
So
back.
that's my thing with them. You know what I'm saying? I know that we was here a long time ago for hundreds of thousands of years, but the Indian could not have been born and bred here with that skin color if this place was under the ice.
Okay,
That's my whole thing with them. Other than that, I already know we was here before everybody. So the whole black people on this continent is normal to me. You know what I'm saying? What's not normal is you saying you was bred right here. You didn't come across no waters. You had that black skin, but this place was under the ice
okay.
200,
Let
300,000
me
years
ask you
ago.
this. Let me ask you this. And I'm pretty sure we spoke about this before. Why can't both things be true? I went
It
down to
can.
Cancun last year, last November, and I saw a lighthouse, my nigga, that had to be at least 2,000 years old. And I know for a fact that people were traveling on the ocean back then during those days. And I'm gonna give you another. I'm gonna give you another point. I went to Hawaii, right? And the Hawaiians are telling me that they come from African people, Polynesian
Yeah,
sailors, and
yeah.
they will. I mean, like everybody tells you, like. So I agree with you. I think that black people totally we mastered this globe. We went around the globe. We
We
mastered
dominated
everything.
the landscape
And now what
hundreds of
they're doing is,
thousands of years
and
before.
they're hiding it. They're hiding it from us because they don't want us to believe that we did that.
Now, we can go off world with it, but I must just stay on world with
All right.
this and this global domination. I can show you people in the middle of Africa that look just like Chinese people. And then
Yeah.
I can go to China and I can show you their documents saying that you couldn't be a samurai without having black blood in you. You know, all these connections right here that shows you who was where first. Other than
Mhm.
the skin lets you know that we are cosmic. We made from from the earth and the planets and the stars. So we was here
So what
way
do you
before.
think? What do you think has happened to where me and you have to talk like this, and we have to specifically state our history, and instead of it being okay. Let me rephrase this question a little bit better. What do you think happened that made black people forget our history?
Other than slavery, let me see.
Everybody, slavery
Other,
is an American thing. I mean,
that's
like
400
chattel
years of
slavery
that's
is
400 years of you being killed and whipped to forget.
right. But does the Aborigine man in Australia have that same story? I mean, like, check it out.
Negative, negative. But the Aboriginal man stayed Aboriginal for the most part. Some of those guys, those original tribes, they still don't fuck with white people. They still live off their land and so on. Others ventured out of that jungle and decided to go with was what the regular population is doing. But yeah, the Aboriginal, although the ones who ventured off that out that jungle, they're
Mhm.
now dealing with what we deal with. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
And you know, there's one tribe that they keep trying to make contact with. These niggas shoot arrows at them. They try to kill every white man on spot.
Tell them don't come over here. It's a couple tribes like that in Australia and in Africa. Because number one, y'all diseased. We don't
Yeah.
got nothing to cure that shit that y'all can bring over here. Number two, we don't want to know what y'all doing. Fuck over here. They the fuck from over here. They got some white dude, boy. They killed that dude and sent him back over on the tribe in Africa. They got a dude. They ate him. They disappeared his ass. We don't know what you're talking about.
I, yeah, you're correct.
but but yeah, get back on point. You and I both know we got stories out of ancient Africa, whether it be Khmer, Yoruba, Kush, that these people had boats and traveled over here. You
Well,
got
let me
these
ask you
people.
this: what is your theory? What is your theory about what happened? Because
uh,
as soon as you tell me your theory, I will. If you want me to tell you my theory first, I will
The,
go first.
the theory of how we got from the
The
top to
theory
being under
of black people's history in America.
in America or on the planet.
No, in America, in what they call the new lands.
Well, personally, I just believe the same shit that happened to Africa. Once they came over here, found this shit, the crackers got together, the Brits, the French, the New England, all of these people got together, came over here and split the land up. They did the same thing to Africa. That's why you got a bunch of French down there in Louisiana, and you got a bunch of, you know, British up here on the East Coast in New England, up and down here. You know what I'm saying? They just split the area up. That's what I believe once they came over here, uh, crashed into the land, figured out that these people don't know the value of property and things of such. They took
Right,
the
right.
land.
No, I agree with you there. I think you're on point right there. What I'm saying is, and I want to go a little bit. I want to dig a little bit deeper because I was in Cancun, right, and I seen this lighthouse, bro, and this lighthouse had to be at least 5,000 years old. I mean, like it's
Mm.
dilapidated. It is falling apart. And I'm sitting here looking at this thing, and I asked the Mexican people there, like, "Yo, what's up with this? Who built it?" You know what they say? The people who were before us built this. So
Olmecs.
we're talking about 5,000 years ago, and that's what I'm talking about. And I appreciate your answer, but I'm saying our history is. Listen, I'm not a pretendian, but I know that black people were here prior to the slave trade.
Oh yeah.
And how to what extent I don't know. I know that they came as far north as the Mississippi.
I mean, the stories are they're not told, but they're seen. You got hundreds of Olmec heads. They just show you a few. But the few that they do show you, they're pointing and looking where? Across the
To the
fucking
east.
water.
To the east. Yeah.
They're looking across the fucking water, bro. You know what I'm saying? Uh, you got the map that shows you where they think how they think that the world was populated up through Africa, all through Australia, off the other side of Africa, on through the west coast and down the bottom of what we call America. Now they got all that on map. I believe it's true.
Well, here's the thing, though, and this is why I can't fuck with the pretendians. It's because I've been to slave plantations. Um, People like you and me, we both are history heads. And so I will go to a slave plantation when I happen to be in the area. If I'm doing a comedy show in South Carolina, guess what? I'm going to the slave plantation. I want to figure out what the fuck was going on. And when you
Mhm.
go to a slave plantation, they have records. See, this is the good thing about white people. They keep journals. They write down everything they fucking do, everything. And so, if you happen to go to the Boone Hall Plantation on Mount Pleasant in South Carolina, ladies and gentlemen, you will see ships' records, and they
Yeah,
show the slaves that they brought over here. These people
yeah,
wrote that shit down.
yeah, yeah. But you also have these same pretenders saying that the slave trade didn't even happen. So this is I don't know if these are radical pretendians or you know what I'm saying. But you got a lot of these pretendians saying shit didn't happen that we know clearly happened, and that's my thing. I mean, you can be from here. Like I said, I believe we was here a long time before anybody was here. Period.
Hmm.
The whole psyop part about it that I don't like is now you saying that you don't think your ancestry at all came from Africa. You was born and bred on this land. We all know when life was born and bred, what they say when life was born and bred in Africa, this place was under ice, thicker than a motherfucker. And to be quite honest, right now, we still in the ice age. Why it gets cold as fucking Chicago right now. That's why the Antarctica is fucking frozen. We're still in the ice age right now. But you got people saying that this shit don't exist. You know me. I listen. And we could go back and forth about the knowledge. But when you telling me shit that happened didn't happen, I gotta question you. Come on,
Nah,
bro.
I mean, like, I feel you on that because, like I just told you, like, I can take you someplace and show you where they was bringing niggas from Africa. So if you
Yeah.
telling me that they wasn't bringing no niggas from Africa, and I can definitely take you to a place and show you where they was bringing niggas from Africa. Hey,
And show you as well where they was taking Indians slash niggas out of here to Spain and to other places. Bro,
yes, sir.
this
Yes,
shit.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So
They did that. That's the Pocahontas story. That's the Pocahontas is the most fucking famous story, but nobody knows what the fuck that story was about. It's about what you were just talking about. They was taking motherfuckers from here and selling them in Europe. You goddamn straight.
now, like I already told you, I'm Cherokee. My great the person you just named, that's bloodline.
Hmm.
Just put that out there. I have five of them down the bloodline that was named after her, all the way up to my mother's grandmother.
And okay, shit, gosh, I guess we was gonna go there. So fuck it.
So this is a hard
This
thing
dude,
for me to even debate this thing with black Indians because I know you was here. I could tell you what all the feathers and all of that shit, what it means and where it comes from. You know what I'm saying? But you don't want to get off of the psyop shit. No, we not connected at all. Like, come on, bro.
but
Come on.
let's just clear this up real quick. When you look at the feathers and the color patterns and everything, what does it look like? It looks like ancient Africa, right? It
Yeah.
looks like Egypt. And these are
You
Indian.
can find those same patterns in Egypt as well as the Olmecs.
I'm saying. I'm saying. No,
You can
I've
trace
been
this
down
shit
there,
all the
bro.
way back. And if you want to go back to Nubia and Kush, yeah, it goes all the way back there too.
All right, let's jump into some modern day politics right now.
Oh yeah. What about Trump? I know you like to get on Trump. What
Oh
this
my
fat
nigga.
motherfucker do?
Okay.
No, let's get
Uh,
on this one. This is what I want to talk about first when it comes to this fat motherfucker right here, the orange man. Nigga, you been looking at the news, bro. Motherfucker done bombed Venezuela and took their president, bro.
I'm sorry. Hold on.
Did you see that shit, bro?
You look. Okay, okay,
I'm
okay,
like,
okay.
God
Hold on, hold on, hold
damn,
on, hold
bro.
on, hold on, yeah, hold on. Number one, listeners and viewers, I am a former Navy veteran. I'm a war veteran. I've been to war with our country. I know what we do uh, overseas. So uh, Ed is saying some shit, and it might sound weird to most of you guys. But our country, man, we've been out there doing bad shit for a long motherfucking time. For a long
I
time.
was I was having a conversation about this earlier with somebody who didn't understand, and I was telling them this might be worse than the Bin Laden Saddam Hussein thing. You know what I'm saying? Getting people to get mad at Muslims with that plane crash and saying Saddam Hussein did it, but I mean saying Bin Laden did it, but going to take over Saddam Hussein's country when these motherfuckers don't even get along.
So no, okay, I agree with you, and I'm not gonna laugh that one off because I agree with you. I think that the Trump administration is looking for that one thing we can hang. They want to go to war. They want to go to war against the American people. Listen to me.
Bro,
Donald Trump is looking for that reason that you just gave one, but they're looking for another reason. They're like, okay, how can we justify martial law and locking all these niggas up? How can we do that? Muslim. We're gonna say they're Muslim. We're gonna say these motherfuckers is Muslim and we gotta clean up all the Muslims. That's what they're doing.
that, that's what they did. But in the background, like I was telling the homie, in the background of all of that is we the one who helped motherfucking Saddam Hussein get into power, helped him kill his last president. And then
And,
as soon as he ain't want to do something, boom, they dropped a bomb on him. Now this
and
Venezuelan dude, we probably the one who helped him traffic narcotics into this country for the last 50 years. And now you
yo,
gonna
man.
hit his country, boom, and arrest his motherfucking president for narcotics. I was like, this is bogus as hell.
All right, let's pivot to that. And I know you're good at editing. Let's talk about Venezuela though. I think what they're doing there is they're building up. Number one, the American empire is falling down. We are falling down as a global power. And so
Mm-hmm.
what has to happen is we have to acquire and like I told you, I was in the military, so I know how these niggas do this shit. Basically, we go out into the world and we steal other people's resources and shit. And that's what they're
Mm-hmm.
trying to do to Venezuela. But the guy in Venezuela he's strong enough that he doesn't have to just you can't persuade him to step aside. He's got enough power that he can actually fight America. And so that's what's
Mm-hmm.
going on. But listen, when have you ever heard of a motherfucking narco terrorist? They just made that shit up. They just made that shit up.
These motherfuckers good, ain't they?
What the fuck is a narco terrorist? I mean,
This
we gonna
nigga,
put we gonna put the drug people with the terrorists, and then as long as we say terrorists, we
I'm,
can. It's green light. We can do what the fuck we want to do, baby.
I'm
That's
gonna
what.
show you the play with that. I'm gonna show you the play.
All right.
The Chinese is the big culprit. They the ones who pushing fentanyl over here, but it's coming by way of the people in Mexico, Venezuela, all of them drug lords down there. See what I'm saying? What did they just do with fentanyl? They just made that shit like a major. If you got that shit, it's like it's a terrorist. It's like terrorism now. That they I forgot what directly. I had to look it up. I forgot the
Okay. Okay.
direct name they put on it, bro. But if you get caught with that, with fentanyl now, it's like it's like the same thing as you a terrorist, bro. That's how high of a level that shit is.
Have you
So
known
now
somebody
they,
who died? Hold on, because this is a trick question because we both know somebody who died from fentanyl poisoning, but I'm not
mm-mm,
sure if you realize who it was and what it was. Do you know somebody who died from fentanyl poisoning?
mm-mm. Who was it?
Our nephew.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know that.
So
I
what
thought it
happened?
was,
And I know six other people who died from fentanyl poisoning too. I know, like in the comedian world, like sometimes they have a little party before the show or after the show, and
yeah.
everybody wants to do a little smoke. I swear to God, man, like 2 years ago, it was like five comedians and they all shared cocaine and all five of them motherfuckers died. I think one person survived. And he's the one who came out. It was a black dude. He came out and told the story. But basically, fentanyl is laced into cocaine and different drugs that we normally use. And matter of fact, I know some people who fucking do fentanyl straight. Just
Yeah.
do fentanyl. And so I agree with them on that one. I do know people who have died from fentanyl, and so do you.
Yeah. Yeah. And what I hear is the pure shit, you can't even be in the room with it. So that's a different level of drug. So imagine the tiny, that's why it's worth so much money. Because if I got an ounce of it, I could probably make a kilo out of that ounce. So it won't be killing motherfuckers. You only got to put a little bit in that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's the, but anyway, let's get back to it. When they labeled that drug so high, now they can say, okay, the motherfucking Venezuelan president is selling fentanyl. You see the play? That's what
Yeah.
I think the play gonna be, bro.
Okay. I see the play, but tell me where you think the play is going to go. I mean, like, I don't think there's nobody
I think
here.
Venezuela got oil as well, don't they?
Yes. Yes.
I basically think that's what we after their stuff, and to make them bow to
Well,
America.
Trump said that straight out. He didn't lie about it or nothing. He said we're coming for the oil.
They, they
He's
want the
he's,
stuff.
he's not lying about that. Like I got to give Trump certain props. And he's not like Joe Biden or none of these other presidents. He's not going to fill you up with a bunch of bullshit. He's just going to tell you, we here for the oil, motherfucker. We here for the oil.
Now let's go to reaction.
We gonna take your shit.
That's
We gonna take your shit, nigga. Then we gonna take your president, and what you gonna do? Get the rest of them troops back together to try to do something, nigga. Y'all can't do nothing to America,
and,
and ain't
and this is
nobody gonna bag them, homie.
and this is what I was trying to say earlier. I've been in the military. America behaves this way normally, bro. This is how
The
we
big
behave.
bully of the block.
Yes, this is how we behave. And so now with Trump in office, everybody gets to see. Everybody gets to see because this motherfucker too stupid to hide it. He's just gonna tell you straight up. Yeah, we came
Yeah.
for the oil. I mean,
For us, it took decades. You know what I'm saying to see the plays. Like when I was a shorty, I remember when Gaddafi was in Chicago. Gaddafi lived in Chicago, folks. He lived in Chicago. My mama went to school with Gaddafi, bro.
hey, let's do a segment just about Gaddafi right now, Mr. Editing Genius. Let's just talk about that because I don't like how they did Gaddafi. Gaddafi actually wanted to send some money to black people in America, and do you know
Yeah,
they stopped that shit? Did they
yeah.
cut that shit off?
hmm He ended up trying to funnel money to the minister, and that's what got him in trouble. You know what I'm saying? But
And
yeah,
those,
Gaddafi
yeah.
went to school with my mom. Told me they trained his daddy, sent him back. They ran the war. They took his little young Gaddafi ended up taking over, and he did the same thing. Once he got 10, 20 years in power, he started understanding what was going on and told America, "Fuck you, nigga, money, nigga. We got gold and oil. We gonna change the world's capital to that."
And so let's fill our listeners in. Okay, first of all, Libya under Gaddafi, they had free education for all the Libyans. You could go to college for free.
for free, and not
This is
just in Libya. If you
yeah.
wanted to take
Any
a class in America, they'll pay for you. You got married, they gave you a pension, a house, just for getting married,
and
free
now
health care.
and I'm not gonna lie, man. Barack Obama. I'm not a Democrat. Let's get this shit straight. I'm not a Democrat. I don't like the shit that Democrats do, but a lot of people do like Democrats. I'm gonna just tell you, Barack Obama is the motherfucker who fucked that shit up on Gaddafi. We had a brother do that. He blocked
Yeah,
Gaddafi from helping black people in America, and he also toppled Gaddafi out of power. Now check this shit out. Right now, today, there's a black slave trade market in Libya.
in Libya, you know Gaddafi wouldn't have had that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you know why? They killed the man who was in charge, and then put somebody in charge who was gonna do what they say.
And I'm sorry for all the Democrats who's gonna listen to this shit, but Barack Obama did that shit. Barack
Yeah, it was under
Obama
his watch,
did that shit.
along with a lot of other stuff. Like when my old brother, I believe in New York in the Hamptons somewhere, got sweated and beat up by the police. He invited the police to the goddamn White House. He invited them to sit down for a beer type of shit. No, what about justice?
Yeah, no, I feel you. Man, thank you for bringing that up. He had the beer can summit. You goddamn straight he did. And no, he did not strike the right tone. He did not represent black people very well.
At all.
This
At all. It was like it was, oh, okay, let's laugh this off and have a beer and just get over it. No, this is what they doing across the country in every city and state.
and what did it lead to? Okay, I'm gonna go historic because after the Civil War, they had a 12-year period that was called Reconstruction from like 1860 to 1876. I'm gonna call it
Waleed
there.
Coyote right now. I want to welcome you to the world.
And so
Gentlemen,
what happened was, Abraham Lincoln was the president. They had a civil war, and the white people felt like, oh, we went too far on the black side. So now we're gonna do segregation. And segregation lasted for another 100 fucking years, right?
Hmm.
Okay. We are in a time period right now where we had Barack Obama, the first black president, and guess what?
Hmm.
These white people they're dead set to start another 100 years of segregation. We made too many fucking gains. We are no. And let me put this in a different way. Black people are successful in this country. Um,
Very outside of sports and entertainment.
right. And I just think in general, and I think what's happening is it's not even, this is not, what I'm saying is historical. White people don't like black people's success. Like
Yeah.
even when I was a child, like, do you know the very, we used to tell us this when we were children, you know how to get to a white dude? Fuck with their money. You know how to fuck with a white person? Fuck with their money.
Hmm.
And that's been the thing. But what I'm saying is, black people have excelled in this country so much that white people are looking at us and they're like, we can't deal with this.
Yeah. So we gotta fuck with their money.
Yeah,
We have to give them their idols,
we
and then we're gonna destroy them in front of them. every 10, 15 years.
Exactly. Oh, you got it. You got it. You got it. You got it. Exactly what I'm talking about. Because that what they're gonna do is they're gonna exactly what you just said. They're gonna drag out black people, punish us in front of everybody to like a psychological operation against the other black people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
They,
if you niggas get uppity like him.
they play the long game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They bring up the cultural influences for us, pay them, or they wait till one builds up and then they come and say, here go $1 million, here go 5 million, here go 50 million. Now do what the fuck we tell you to do. Say what the fuck we want you to say. You know what I'm saying? And then if you don't, they'll destroy you. This is the whole thing. I'm gonna say it out loud. This is the whole Jay-Z Dame Dash effect. They right now in media, the industry have plucked everybody out of Dame's camp and made them high level executives at every record label
Ah,
and industry
what? Wait, whoa,
out
whoa.
here.
So, you really want to make a topic out of Dame Dash, my nigga? Hold
We can,
on, hold the fuck on.
we
Let me put
can,
my
because he's a
motherfucking
prime example of what we was just
tripod up.
talking about.
Well,
How they
okay,
give
let
you
me ask you
your
this.
idols.
Okay, stop. Let me ask you this. Okay, Jay Z fucked Dame out of the game, right?
Uh, yeah, I believe so.
And so I haven't never been on Jay Z team. I never even liked him as a rapper. My nigga, I like he did all that shit. He wasn't even like a number one rapper, bro. And so I've noticed what these dudes in New York is doing and how they run in the rap game. Because I guess in New York, if you're a rapper, that's supposed to be the mecca of the world. You're supposed to be on top of the world and shit, which is some
Mm.
bullshit. But we'll talk about that later. But this dude, he operates in that world. And what happened was with the Sean P. Diddy Combs trial, I found out a whole lot of shit about Jay Z just listening to that motherfucking trial. And Jay Z is just an opportunist. This motherfucker is the rapper under your elbow trying to get into the next beat, nigga. That's who he is,
Yeah.
and he did that, and he got to the top. He got to the
Mhm.
top doing that bullshit.
And
Correct me if I'm
the,
wrong. Go ahead.
the way I see it, what got him to the top was the switch over. He turned his back on Dame. They gave him back Rockefeller. They plucked Dame for everybody who was on his record label after he left and went into the fashion world. They plucked everybody. And Dame will tell you himself now, since he's been talking, that he's been blackballed and been in court with Jay-Z's lawyer for the last 10 years.
Nigga, they just got this nigga. He just closed a settlement for $105 fucking nigga.
Yeah,
hundred
but
and
Dash
five
Film.
dollars, and they said it was because of money owed. They said
Hmm.
it debts basically. But man, look. Okay, I fell out with Dame Dash when his motherfucking teeth fell out on his ass. I fell out with the motherfucking teeth, my nigga.
That was a horrible look.
So I mean like that's when I fell
I'm
out.
like, damn, bro, you looking fucked up on this motherfucker.
But you know who give
That
him
was
life
a horrible
support? You know who give him life support? The Breakfast Club. They talk
look.
about Dame Dash every day, all day, every day. I'm like,
Yeah,
nigga, what is Dame Dash doing to where
that's
you
because,
guys have to talk about him every day? He
and
must be
it's not
jamming.
only him, it's every angle, news, radio. You know, fucking just all kind of outlets, bro. Talk about this nigga, homie. But you got Jigga on the top, the dangling all of this shit. This when Dame Dash went to the Breakfast Club, whose shirt was Charlamagne wearing?
Damn that shit.
No,
That's what I'm talking about.
he
Though,
was
and that's
wearing
what I'm talking about.
Jay-Z's he was wearing Jay-Z's line.
Nah,
So
nah, nah.
these
Jay
niggas is
Z ain't
all
got no
still
line, my
doing
nigga. Dame did that shit for Jay Z. That's not Jay Z's line. That's Dame's
no,
line.
no.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
said
They playing.
Charlemagne, not Dame. Charlemagne. Go back and look.
Charlemagne wore a shirt
A, a
that was
t-shirt.
a Diddy shirt or whatever you're talking about. But I'm telling you, Dame did that. That's not. That's why I'm saying they're playing in your face because they know that Dame Dash was the one behind that. So nigga, we gonna wear your shirt. That's what I'm telling you, man. I try to tell
But
everybody these motherfuckers on the Breakfast Club. They be
these
playing in
niggas
front
don't
of our
own it.
face, bro.
Dame don't own that shit. That's a
Dame
part of
don't
the
own
shit
shit.
that that's a part of the shit that they taken from him. Like he already went on there and said he was filing bankrupt. And all of those companies, they don't make money no more. Those is all old companies. But that I would have gave the motherfuckers $100 for that Dash Films because he got like 2 or 3 movies under that Dash Films.
No,
You know
they
what I'm
gave him
saying?
$100,
They,
$105, Ed,
they
total.
gotta give him 110. And now to put them movies on motherfucking Hulu and Netflix and motherfucking Tubi and anybody else. And every time the motherfuckers went in rotation and somebody played it, I'll be getting a check for that shit.
Nah, you know the real deal, man. I think that Jay Z got a hookup with the people, and they locked my boy out, man. It's like it could be me or
That's
you.
exactly what I'm saying. He sided with Liar Cohen, one of them dudes. Says, fuck it, it's my motherfucking shit. He sided with the motherfucking Jews and went up the ladder, just like Kanye did. And then as
Yeah.
soon as Kanye said, fuck y'all, oh, you ain't a billionaire no more. You only worth 400 million. That's the same thing with Jay. These niggas ain't liquid. They telling you, oh, he a billionaire, but he just got $1 billion worth of shit we gave him until we don't give it to him no more. Until
And
motherfuckers really start thinking about Foxy Brown and how old she was when Jay-Z was fucking her. 15, 16 years old, nigga. I'll
I
let
don't
you
I,
know.
I don't I don't know how we always get back down to this, but this is really some real shit. Like I mean, like you and I never discussed the Epstein file before we did this show. But what you just
Uh,
said right there, it's a lot of rich people walking around here fucking little kids. Just like what you just said. And
fucking,
little
kidnapping,
kids.
killing little kids. It's all
Yeah.
true statements. This shit is
And
real and it happens.
yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, we can get on that, on them Epstein files, and yeah,
Well, you know what came out in the Epstein files, right? Trump is all
let's
over that motherfucker. He's all over that place. He's everywhere.
do
He's
that.
everywhere in the Epstein file. This motherfucker is everywhere. He's on the island. He's on the airplane. He's on every motherfucking thing. And so here's the question, nigga. You knew you was on everything. You knew you was on the airplane. You knew you was everywhere. What the fuck is you doing? I mean.
They,
Did he
they
think
thought
that
they
he could
was
lie to us and we would believe that lie?
they thought they was gonna put it out redacted like they did all them UFO files back in the day. But what did some little motherfucker on the internet found out how to unredact all of that shit?
All you gotta do is copy and paste that shit. All you gotta do is copy and paste that shit to another program, and guess what? You get all the redacted names, they come out. But
That's
but
crazy.
okay, but this is my thing. Even the stuff that they're letting out, I don't think that's the truth. I mean, like, and the cold part about it. Okay, so, let me rewind.
What's
There's a
official?
lot of
What's
stuff.
official that they let out?
There's a lot of stuff where Trump is implicated in these files. Okay, so let's just leave that in compartment A. Let's go to compartment B.
Mm.
It's a whole lot of other motherfuckers in here. You know what I'm saying?
Actors, rappers, entertainers, politicians.
There's a whole lot of people up in here. And how do we fuck with that? I mean, like, I can't say that you definitely fucked with a little kid, because I don't have no proof of that, but you were in the circles with the people who was fucking with the little kid.
I mean,
And so,
when
I
when
mean, like, how much? How much?
when you add
They
in
say
the
Chris
fact
Tucker.
that
They say Chris Tucker ass is in the motherfucking Epstein files.
you line them Epstein files up with the fact that uh what's the cracker who emails got caught? Hillary. You line them Hillary emails up and how many pizzas and hot dogs Obama and them was ordering and shit like this, bro. This shit you can make this shit seem you can see what this is, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You can see what this is. I
And
totally
so, no,
believe
no, no, we're gonna talk about it. I'm
I
not gonna.
totally
I'm
believe
not even gonna let you get
Epstein
away with it. We're talking
was a
about
spy.
rich people in control of our government who are also molesting children, and they're just taking advantage of all of us in general. They're taking
Mhm.
advantage of us as people in general, not
It's,
just the little kids, not just the Epstein shit. No, these people,
it's where it's where it get dangerous.
they
It's
they
where
they
we get
fucking everybody,
dangerous.
man.
It's where we
Yeah,
get dangerous because I'm finna tell you, this shit is spiritual to some people.
to who?
This shit is spiritual to some people to kill kids and drink their blood. Shit is spiritual to some people. You can look them up, but to a certain segment of people, the shit that's going on is spiritual to them.
I agree with you. No, and
It's
there's
all in their religious beliefs.
no, I'm
And
I'm
I'm gonna
I'm with
stop
you.
right there. We're gonna go a little bit lighter because I don't want to do too
All right,
much to get us banned off of
it's
social
your show,
media
my nigga.
pages.
Go, let's go, let's go, let's take it up, let's
you
take it up, let's take it up, let's take it up. Go ahead,
want to you want to go in?
whatever you got, man. I'm here. I'm right here.
So a lot of this shit is going on and continue to go on and ain't gonna stop because it's a segment of people in our society who uh who Hitler tried to kill off. Damn, I want to stop right there
Whoa, 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 whoa,
and
whoa,
say
whoa,
and
whoa,
ask a
whoa,
question.
whoa. No, don't stop right there. Tell me, yo, I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been having second thoughts about Hitler myself, my nigga. I like,
Oh,
yo, um, I see some of the things that the Zionists are doing and the people are doing in Israel, and I see how they control our country. They control. Listen, my nigga, if you decide to protest against America, you are fine. But if you protest against Israel, my nigga, you are in trouble. In trouble in
fuck around,
America.
be on FBI list.
Yes. So that shit right there, that's crazy. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. Period. That's crazy. You can complain about America, but you cannot complain about Israel in America. Or you will get your listen, they fired professors from college jobs. This is how serious they are. If you don't toe the Zionist line, your ass is just about as gone. In America, you don't have no more future. You don't have nothing. We have nothing for you, my nigga. And so this is why I say I look at Hitler a little bit different because I'm like, yo, if the Jewish people in Germany was putting this much pressure on the German people, like they're putting pressure on the American people, I kind of get it. I, I I ain't gonna lie.
That's
I
that's
I
the
get it.
point. And the question that I was just gonna say: why was Hitler trying to exterminate these motherfuckers? Did everybody ever ask that? And
Mm.
the answer is because of the same thing that they did when they got to Israel. That's what they was doing in Germany. That's on everything. The same thing that they doing to the Palestinian people and has almost completed the job now. That's what they was doing over there in Germany when somebody decided to stop it and help and then give them a whole piece of land in Africa where they say they came from. But
And
right now, to this day, the 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 the, the cancer is rapid out there because them motherfuckers can't even stand the sun. But
okay,
why was they out there?
so I'm gonna wrap this up to Joe Biden and Democrats. Okay, and not that I'm wrapping up what you're saying historically. I'm just saying, how does this affect us today in our modern day politics? And a lot of people don't like the fact that I stopped fucking with Democrats because what you're just saying right now, yes, Israel is doing like an extermination program. They're doing like a ethnic cleansing program. But
Yeah.
a lot of people don't realize that Joe Biden is the motherfucking president who helped them start this shit. He
Mhm.
helped them start this. So I don't give a fuck what you got to say about Donald Trump right now because Donald Trump isn't a Democrat or whatever the fuck you talking about. But let me tell you something. Democrats started this shit. Democrats.
Not only Biden, because that shit goes back way before his punk ass. Every one of our presidents been siding with them for some reason or another. And now we know the reason. Epstein has infiltrated every piece of the motherfucking American land. Epstein and got senators, ball players, doctors, the biggest pockets and brightest minds in the world. Epstein probably got a tape on their ass, which gives you a lot of leverage to say, nigga, Bill Clinton, if you don't sign this shit and say we can kill these motherfuckers, you don't let us just do what the fuck we want to do, we'll put this out. And then they magically just go and buy motherfuckers and don't nobody say nothing. All the way up to this president who thought he was gonna stop some shit. Yeah, it's a peace treaty. Don't bomb. This nigga go to sleep. Israel bomb the shit out the motherfuckers and wake up and say, "Oops, that wasn't us. That was."
Man, yo.
We don't do nothing to Israel, but what we do, we go bomb Iran.
Well, listen. They're telling people that you can't get health care. We're gonna cut back your Obamacare benefits. At the same time, we're gonna send Israel $40 billion, though. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna send
Annually,
them. You know what I'm saying?
annually.
Fuck you niggas, but guess what? We're gonna send these motherfuckers 40 million. 40 billion every year, annually. Yes.
annually. For
Yeah.
what?
Yes.
You
Yes.
know why? Because half the motherfucking uh politicians uh got land over there. They all they gotta do is claim Jewish. And they can go over there and get them some free land that they done took from these black people over here that they call Palestinians.
I ain't gonna lie to you. At this particular podcast, if we put this shit out, I'm gonna tell you right now. I've already been threatened by by Zionists, by Jewish people.
Bro.
And so if we put this shit out, bro, I'm gonna tell you right now, we gonna get threats. We
We
gonna
got so many points going on. I only might cut 5 or 10 seconds at a time to put this motherfucker. Well, we got an hour worth of shit right now. But hour and 10, I might cut 10 minutes. And that's just all the mistakes.
well, the way I work, yo, I don't cut shit because I don't know how to cut shit. I don't know how to edit
Mhm.
right now. So I just
Oh,
everything I do, I put it out there. But truth is, yo, you gonna have some problems, nigga. We talking about Jewish shit. We talking about Israeli shit, nigga. You gonna have some fucking problems. Let me tell you where I have problems at. I have problems on Facebook. I have problems on YouTube. These motherfuckers take my accounts. They use my accounts. They basically they mute my voice. My nigga,
shadow
they
band.
mute me. I'm
Mhm.
they mute a nigga. They make it so
Already got that going on too. But
yeah.
you know what? We we gonna make a whole nother YouTube page. We gonna, like I said, let's got some clips out there, nothing too heavy, just to bring people to this pod. And then we gonna start going live in liquid politics, and we'll keep it on politics, and then we'll go live in conscious thought, and then we'll keep it on the African spirituality and conscious shit. And then we'll come back on this the always Mac and pod, and we're gonna get into everything because that's what I like. I like to dig down into everything.
All right. How you feel about this one right here? You think you can make some work with that?
Oh yeah, bro. I got enough. Like I said, I got it like an hour, 10 minutes. Hold on. We just gonna finna cut.